Hey everyone, this is Art from Tech Talk. I was asked by a viewer to show how to use the Kali Linux virtual machine using VMware versus using VirtualBox. So in this video, I'm not only going to show you how to do that, I'm going to show you where to find the VMware workstation for free so that you can download it, install it, and then once we're done installing, I'm going to show you how to use the virtual machine or how to set up the Kali Linux virtual machine. You'll also need to, in the description, I have a link to where you can download the Kali Linux ISO if you need it. But let me go ahead and get started and show you how to get this done. So the first thing we're going to do is copy the link that I put in the description below and paste it in whatever browser. And we're going to select the Windows 64-bit, and then we're going to hit download now. Once it's done downloading, you can go ahead and just run it real quick. And then you should see this splash screen here. Just go ahead and hit next on that. And then you're going to accept the terms license agreement and then hit next. And then I just usually leave this the same. I imagine you could do the enhanced keyboard driver. I've never used it. Same thing here. You can leave these checked, or you can uncheck both of them. I'm going to leave check for product updates, and I'm going to hit next. But of course, you can leave the check for update or uncheck that. Also, with the desktop, the start menu, you can uncheck it, but I'm going to hit next and install. And the installer is pretty quick. So once it's done installing, go ahead and open the application, and you're going to see this splash screen here. So we're going to go ahead and select the Create a Virtual Machine. But anyways, we're going to navigate to the file that you downloaded, the Kali Linux. Of course, this will apply to any image. You can use Windows images, whatever, but this is specifically for the Kali Linux. I'm going to browse here. I'm going to select the Kali Linux. This is where I saved it in the downloads. And then I'm going to hit next. And then the next step, we're going to be selecting which Linux version. So I'm going to select the Debian 12 64-bit. Once you have it selected, you can go ahead and hit the next. And then right here, you can change the name. I'm not going to change it. I'm going to leave it at Debian 12 because it really doesn't matter. I'm just showing you real quick. But you can change this to Kali Linux if you want. But then you're just going to go ahead and hit next. And you can also change the drive size here. You can go the change the maximum disk size, the split virtual disk into multiple files. That's so that you can transfer it easier. But I'm just going to go with store virtual disk as one single file, and I'm going to up this to 22. But you can change it to whatever you want. If you're going to use this significantly, you can jack it up as much as you want and just hit next. And then we're just going to go ahead and hit finish, and now we got to make some changes. So we're going to edit the virtual machine settings a little bit. So this is where you got to select how much memory you have available to work with the machine. So I've got 16 gigabytes of RAM in here. So I'm going to jack it up to 8, approximately 8. And then you can go with whatever you want. 2 or 4 is fine. But so then we're going to change the cores, and I'm going to go to 4. But you can set it to whatever will work for you. And then that's pretty much it. Now we're just going to play the machine. We're going to hit play, run, or power on, I should say. And this is similar to the VirtualBox. So if you've ever watched my VirtualBox ones, it's basically a replay of that. Nothing really changes all that much, but if you've never done this before, I would definitely follow through. There's a few things that you got to make sure that you do, because if you skip them, it's not going to work for you. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the graphical install, and we're going to hit enter. We're going to run through. It's a fairly basic installer. It's probably more time consuming than anything, but once it's done, it's really simple to use. So I'm going to keep the English language. You set it to whatever you need. I'm going to set it for United States, American English, and I'm going to hit continue. You obviously select your language. And then this is the detect and mount is a fairly quick process too. Now I'm going to leave it at Cali, and I'm going to hit continue. And then I'm going to keep the domain blank and hit continue. And I'm going to set a username. I'm going to set it to Tech Talk. You can set it to whatever you want. I wouldn't put any spaces in it though. Go ahead and hit continue, continue again. And then here you're going to type your password. I'm going to type I love fuzzy monkeys twice, 2 times. Of course, y'all probably think I'm playing, but just to show you I'm not. I literally typed I love fuzzy monkeys. Alright, anyways, hit continue. And then I'm going to keep it at Eastern for the clock configuration. You can set yours to whatever it is. And it's going to detect the disk. It should be fairly quick too. And then I'm just going to keep the entire disk, guided, use entire disk, hit continue. And then I'm going to keep the SCSI, and then I'm going to hit all files and partition, recommended. And I'm going to hit continue for finish partition and change it to disk. All right, change it to yes, and then hit continue. And obviously I'm cutting some of this out. Otherwise it's a lengthy installer. If I were to have you watch this whole thing, I think you would definitely give up on me way before. So I'm going to change this to GNOME because I like the graphical interface of that. You can keep it to the default desktop environment, but I'm going to change it to GNOME and hit continue. I just think the GNOME gives it a nicer visual. It kind of looks more like Apple. And go ahead and hit yes on this and continue. You can install this toolbar, or you can do remind me later. I'm going to do remind me later. You can install this toolbar later. I don't know that I've never had to use it, but definitely have to hit yes on this. If you skip this part, your drive is not going to load. Hit the dev SDA and hit continue here. But if you're interested in seeing what the GNOME looks like before you do this, go check out my VirtualBox video where I show you specifically the difference between the original. Go ahead and hit continue here to reboot. And we're just about almost done here. I'm just letting you see this in full time so that you can see what it looks like when you're just going to let this boot on its own. I mean, once this is set up, it usually boots pretty quick. Once you get in here, it's just going to ask you for the password. I'm going to type the I love fuzzy monkeys like I said. I know you probably all think I'm crazy now, but probably a little bit too much turkey yesterday for Thanksgiving. And then that's pretty much it, my friends. So give it a like so other people can see this video. And thanks for watching. Have a great day.